Hello, welcome back to the Watford Way. As for a change, we're not looking ahead to a championship game. It's the FA Cup third round, of course, in the next few days, and Watford are set to face Fulham away from home at Craven Cottage. Unfortunately, because of a ridiculous decision by the FA, instead of playing at the traditional FA Cup time of a Saturday 3 p.m. kickoff, the match has been moved for international broadcast. I'm not sure who internationally is really interested in Fulham versus Watford, but there we go. The FA have taken that decision. I believe if you're in America, you can watch it on ESPN Plus. But other than that, it's not being broadcast here in the UK, which is immensely frustrating considering it is on a Thursday night. But yes, I'm looking forward to the game. Actually, it does make a change that we are having a break from league action, and I think this break for me and for Watford has come at a good time because I think it's 3 defeats on the bounce, of course, recently losing our unbeaten home run as well. I think Watford just need a break from the pressures of league action. I think we needed a break from actually the pressures of playing in front of quite a hostile fan base at the moment at Vicarage Road. And yeah, we've got 3 away games on the bounce now, starting with Fulham at Craven Cottage. So I've assembled what I think is quite a decent team for this game. Both Fulham and Watford also have games on the following Tuesday night. So we play this Thursday, and then Fulham play away at West Ham, I believe, on Tuesday, whilst Watford play away at Cardiff. So I suspect both sides will see some element of rotation. I'm going to put on screen now what I feel is quite a good squad from a Watford perspective. So here is the team I would select if I was in Tom Cleverley's shoes. And as you can see there is an element of rotation mixed in with certain starters that we've seen in the Championship so far this season as well. So starting in goal, of course, Jonathan Bond comes in for the injured Daniel Batman. Tom Cleverley said Bond would have played this game anyway, but of course with Daniel Batman being out for such a long period of time, up until March, April, they're suggesting now, I think it's right Jonathan Bond gets some minutes in this game. The 3 centre-backs, I've gone with very strong selections, just purely based on the quality of Fulham's attack. So we've gone with Matty Pollock on the right-hand side of the 3, with Ogbonna central and Ryan Porteous on the left. Porteous didn't actually play in Watford's last match at Vicarage Road. So I think it's right Porteous comes back into the starting lineup. I've recalled Festi Ebisele to my starting lineup as well in that right wing-back spot. He's been kept out the side for a while by Ngakia and Andrews as of late, but I think it is right that Festi Ebisele gets his chance to impress from the start against quality opposition in the FA Cup. On the left-hand side, I'm continuing with Jeremy Ngakia as kind of a reward for scoring his first Watford goal against Sheffield United at Vicarage Road last time out. So Festi Ebisele and Jeremy Ngakia are my wing-backs. In midfield, I've rotated slightly with Pierre Duomo coming in alongside Imran Louza. I really want to see how that partnership will develop over time, and of course Tomdele Bashuru is nearing his return from injury as well, so I would like to see the Pierre Duomo and Imran Louza experiment to see how they get on against quite high level opposition. Tom Ince and Rocco Vata are my 2 floating 10s, if you will, behind Mamadou Doumbia up front. Of course Daniel Jefferson could have started ahead of Mamadou Doumbia, but I just feel Doumbia is Watford's own contracted player, whereas Jefferson is obviously on loan from Bournemouth. So I do feel it's right we give Doumbia another opportunity to impress, as he's not seen any minutes at all in the past couple of months. From a Fulham perspective, as I've mentioned already, they have immense quality in basically all positions on the football pitch. I'm just looking at the most recent starting 11 that faced Ipswich. I actually watched that game and was very surprised actually at how Fulham struggled to defend Ipswich, especially Liam Delap, who I felt yeah, they really struggle to deal with. But look, Fulham have, you know, immense talent in their squad. You know, one player in their squad is probably worth more than the entire Watford squad combined. You got Bernd Leno in goal, Issa Diop, Joachim Anderson, Calvin Bassey, Timothy Castagna, Anthony Robinson, Tom Kearney, Harry Wilson, Raul Jimenez, Alex Iwobi, and that's just their starting 11. Let me just get to the bench on this Fulham game as well. Rodrigo Muniz, Adama Traore, Andreas Pereira, Emil Smith-Rowe, Ryan Sessegnon. You know, that is a fantastic team Fulham have assembled. And look, to be honest, I'm fully expecting a Watford defeat. I don't think a cup run should be our priority this season. And yeah, look, from my perspective, I'm hoping it's a good game. I'm hoping it's a good day out in London for the Watford fans that go. But yeah, in all seriousness, I don't think Watford will come away from Craven Cottage with a victory. So unfortunately for my score prediction, I'm going to go with... I'll go with a 2-1 Watford defeat. So not a heavy defeat, but a defeat nonetheless. And I think Watford need to very much turn our focus back to league football after the FA Cup third round concludes. Before we go, I also have to mention that this does mark the return of Marco Silva facing Watford. Of course, Marco Silva left Watford in very controversial circumstances, I'll say, back in 2017-18. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what reception he gets from the travelling Watford fans. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this game in the comment section down below. Do you agree with the team I assembled, or would you do something slightly different? Don't forget to subscribe, and I should be here on Thursday night if I can find a feed of the game for a Fulham versus Watford watch along. Bye-bye.